Jada Pinkett Smith has been making a lot of headlines lately, and most of them aren't depicting her in the best light, to say the least. I just finished listening to Will Smith's 16-hour autobiography, and now I'm listening to the new 15-hour Jada Pinkett autobiography on Audible or whatever. They're not a sponsor, but they should be, as much as I use them. And I don't even care that much about Jada or Will Smith, but that's just the kind of shit I guess I'm into. Celebrities that I vaguely know about and have interest in, and listening to them talk about their lives for a really long time. Oddly enough, in both books, Jada Pinkett's band got brought up. And then I suddenly remembered, oh yeah, I saw her at some kind of rock band. She was in some band at some, performing at some award show and when I was a teenager. And I was like, well, that's kind of weird. And then it clicked in my head like, yes, I need to do a video on Jada Pinkett's band. Yeah. Stick around. This is Dancing with Ghosts. If this doesn't scream Hot Topic core, I don't know what does. What you are witnessing is the music video from the lead single of Jada Pinkett Smith's new metal band, Wicked Wisdom. Which, first of all, that is such a boomer name for a band. That sounds like a name that my dad would have come up with if he started like a Christian hard rock band. But anyway, even though Jada, being married to box office billionaire Will Smith, left her wanting for nothing, she was still unhappy, and her ego needed to find something to do that Will Smith wasn't better at. So she started this new metal band. Look, guys, I've read their books. I'm allowed to speak with authority here. I'm basically like a 15th member of the family. Aside from Jada, the band was comprised of guitar/vocalist Pocket Honor. His name's Pocket. I wonder if he plays in the pocket. It's a music joke. A bad one.
Pocket. The name he earned because he was always in the pocket of the rhythm, intensity, and feeling.
There was also keyboardist, guitarist Cameron Graves, bassist Rio Lawrence, and former Fishbone drummer Philip Fisher. This band was formed in 2002, and by 2004, the band had dropped their first album, My Story, which was notably more of a pop, urban rock jazz fusion record, which wasn't quite the sound that Jada had envisioned, but I guess you gotta start somewhere. As a side note, My Story, the CD, if you find it somewhere, pick it up because it's super rare and probably not worth any money, so maybe don't pick it up. Because Jada Pinkett Smith is Jada Pinkett Smith, her band was still able to open for Britney Spears on her 2004 Onyx Hotel tour for 8 dates in April and May of 2004. Man, it must be fucking nice to just decide you want to start a band, and because of your fame, you automatically get opportunities that bands that have built themselves from the ground up rarely get. Yeah, almost reminds me of another band. But hey, at least Jada was smart enough to hire competent musicians, Bimmy. Anyways, in 2006, when nu metal was arguably at its peak in popularity, Wicked Wisdom released the album they always wanted to make, and it was called Wicked Wisdom. Alright, oh boy, look at that album cover. So fucking edgy. First of all, you know this album is gonna get twisted because the hand-drawn logo is all like, pain, man. Fuck it. Life's not all nice and neat, Mom. I'll write my fucking logo however I want, and you know what? I'm gonna cut some holes in this cardboard box, and I'm gonna make Will Smith buy me an exotic snake that only famous people are allowed to have, and bam! Done. Album art. Fucking hardcore. Okay, so the music on this album is actually halfway decent for nu metal. I would go as far as to say some of these songs even border on like prog metal, which speaks to the musicianship of Jada's bandmates. Now let's get to the weak part of this band. It's Jada. Her voice doesn't sound very good. It borders on annoying. I mean, Jada even said herself in some interview that I was too lazy to find the source for, that she was in art. When she was in art school, they wanted you to be a triple threat. They wanted you to be a good singer, dancer, actor. And she was basically told that her acting was the weakest of all of her talents, and so she decided to not focus on it. But apparently she took vocal lessons and was able to squawk out some notes on this record. But when she's not singing, she's doing some kind of a Rage Against the Machine homage.
Yesterday don't mean today. Yesterday don't mean today. Yesterday don't mean today. People try to play but they're on the red.
The single Bleed All Over Me is probably one of the strongest songs on this album as far as melodic and commercial sensibility goes, but alas, Wicked Wisdom only peaked at number 44 on the Billboard Heatseekers charts back in March of 2006. But don't worry, Shannon Osbourne still threw Wicked Wisdom on the second stage at Ozfest in 2005, and this was before their new metal album even dropped. And the crowds were not loving the fact that this seemingly undeserving band was occupying their space. But apparently, according to Jada, they won the crowds over. So, yeah, if you say so.
Really exciting. I was just amazed to see how many people were. I was like, oh, snap. Got to be 50 thou out this piece. So it was crazy.
And yes, I realize the image quality of most of these pictures and clips are shit, but apparently nobody was too terribly interested in preserving high-quality photo and video of Wicked Wisdom, so we're left with pixelated video soup from the mid-2000s. So much like what a middle-aged man might do, Jada disbanded Wicked Wisdom shortly after their second record to focus more on her family. Her daughter Willow went on to cover the band's lead single Bleed All Over Me in 2021 on that weird little Red Table show that they did together, and she sounded fine. I would say she's definitely a stronger singer than her mom. But Willow has actually kind of developed this semi-legit reputation as a respected recording artist that puts out decent music. Though Jada says she's always loved music, this, to me, felt like a complete vanity project that she put together because she was wealthy. And if it seems like I'm coming off as jealous, it's because I am. My band Dancing with Ghosts has been busting our asses since 2015, and it would be nice to have a great big sack of money to grow our band faster and to have all the right connections, because I'm just going to go out on a limb and say it. My band is better than Wicked Wisdom. I know. Don't believe me? Well, go listen yourself, and you check back in here. Also, what did you think about Wicked Wisdom? Although I'm assuming the top comment is going to be something around the lines of, I had no idea this band existed until this video. So anyway, just wanted to make a quick video on Jada Pinkett's little nu metal band that she threw together. Until next time, have a good rest of your night.